us learn part 3 from the topic Forms of Business Organization. The topic for today is partnership. Now what is partnership? Partnership is an association of two or more individuals, and they agree to pursue business activity from a common objective. So they provide capital investment, they pour their specialized skill, and also they agree to share risk while working with utmost good faith. Let's learn the features of partnership. First one is formation. Now the Indian Partnership Act of 1932 governs the partnership form of business. Now it is governed by an agreement which may be written or oral. Now the agreement states the terms and conditions, how the partners will share their responsibilities, profit or losses, etc. And it is very important that the business should be lawfully conducted and must be conducted to earn a profit. The second point is liability. The partners of a firm has unlimited liability. All the partners are jointly or individually responsible for the payment of business liabilities. The third point is risk bearing. Now here partners work as a team and they share profit and losses in a predetermined ratio. Now if the sharing ratio is not predetermined, then the profit or losses are shared equally. The fourth point is number of partners. Partnership business can be started with minimum of 2 people as partners. So the maximum number of partners in case of banking business is 10 and 20 in case of other business. To L.H. Henry, partnership is the relation between persons competent to make contract and to agree to carry on a lawful business in common with a view to private gain. Now let us learn the advantages of partnership business. The first point is ease of formation and closure. Partnership can be started with just a formal agreement between people agreeing to work as partners. Now registration of the firm is not compulsory. Closure of the firm is also easy. The business can be closed with a mutual agreement between all the partners. The second one is balanced decision making. Partnership allows division of work on the basis of partners' area of expertise, thus reducing the burden of work, and it facilitates balanced decision making. The third point is more funds. It is easy to raise large amount of funds and thus there is more scope for increasing business scale of operation or expansion plans. And the fourth point is sharing of risk. Partnership business allows sharing of business risk in the same ratio as they share the profits. Sharing of risk reduces the burden, stress level on individual partners. The next topic is disadvantages of partnership business. The first one is possibility of conflicts. Now this type of business organization helps to share responsibility, but it also gives rise for difference of opinion leading to dispute among the partners. So any major conflict or dispute may result in termination of partnership business. The second point is limited resources. Restricted number of partners actually limit availability of finance. So limited investment cannot support large scale of business. Thus, partnership business cannot grow beyond a certain size. Lack of continuity. Partnership business has restrictions on transfer of ownership. Business may lack continuity in case of death, retirement, insolvency, or any other reason the partner may bring the business to an end. The next topic is partnership deed. Now the documents containing the terms and conditions of the partnership agreement is known as partnership deed. Here are the common contents of the partnership deed. Name of the firm, name and address of the partner, nature of the business that they will carry on, place of business, capital contributed by each partner, profit sharing ratio of the partners, the rights and duties of the partner for the management of business, the rate of interest which is payable to partners on their capital, the rate of interest to be paid by the partners on the amount withdrawn by them, the amount of salary payable to the partners, provisions regarding retirement and dissolution, methods of solving disputes. Let us learn registration of partnership business. Legally, it is not compulsory for a partnership firm to get it registered, but partners prefer to get the firm registered because an unregistered firm suffers from the following problems. The first one is a partner of an unregistered firm cannot file a case against the partnership firm. A partner of an unregistered firm cannot file against any partners of the unregistered firm. Third, an unregistered firm cannot file a case against any third party or outsider for recovery of claim. And the fourth one is the unregistered firm cannot file a case against any of the partner. Now let us learn the different types of partner. The first one is active partner. The active partner participates in the management of the firm, but his or her liability is unlimited and he contributes capital in the firm. He or she will receive a share in the profit or loss of the company. The second one is the sleeping or dormant partner. Here the partner who does not take part in the day-to-day activities of the business is called as a sleeping partner. Now this partner contributes to a share in the capital and gets a share in the profit or loss of the firm. So the liability of the sleeping partner is unlimited. The third one is secret partner. Now here a secret partner is one whose association or relation to the firm is not known to outsiders, that is the general public. So he or she will contribute to the capital, participate actively in the management, and liability is unlimited. The next point is nominal partner. A nominal partner is one who allows the use of his name by the firm. So a nominal partner neither contributes capital to the firm nor he shares his profit or losses of the firm. The next one is partner by estoppel. Here a partner by estoppel is an individual who is not a partner but through his or her initiative, behavior or conduct leads the outsider to believe that he or she is a partner in the business. And here he has unlimited liability. And the last one is minor partner. Now the Partnership Act of 1932 does not permit a minor to become a partner in a partnership firm. The minor can only be admitted to the benefits of the existing firm. Here the minor partners do not contribute any capital. So these partners are not allowed to participate in the management of the firm. The minor partner does not get any share in the loss but only gets a share in the profit. Thank you for watching this video and do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel where learning is young and beyond. Also, do not forget to like, comment and share these videos.